before your last fight, the last loss you took, you answered by following up with 2 first-round submission victories. Now that you're coming off another loss here, do you find yourself thinking back to that first loss and trying to recreate that same success you had rattling off those 2 quick wins?
Yeah, man, I don't know about that. I feel like I'm always trying to finish the fight. I have a lot of first-round finishes, and it definitely gets to me, man. It's irritating, that fight. That fight was, I think I won. I don't think that Islam was trying to finish me or advance positions or trying to punch me. He was just defending the whole entire time, and so that kind of sucked. And I heard the crowd booing, which, man, got to me deep inside, and I never want to hear that again. And so I'm going to go out there and throw bombs and make this an exciting fight and get that win.
You're fighting Benson Henderson. You fought Michael Chandler, of course, in the past twice, a big name with a storied career. But a guy like Benson, he was a WEC champion when you had your first fight, and a guy obviously that's had an outstanding career and fought the best of the best, most talent-rich division in the sport. Do you think about that sort of thing, about who he is and what he's done? I'm no doubt I've seen him all these years as you were coming up.
Yeah, a little bit, man. I respect him a lot. He's fought some of the best lightweights in the world, and he's done a lot for the sport, and nothing but respect, man. But again, when I go in that cage, I'm gonna try to knock him out and kill that dude.
But when you've grappled like some of the greatest of all time too, Jake Shields, Craig Jones, and whatnot, how do you feel that Benson stacks up grappling wise compared to those guys?
Oh man, Benson's got an awesome grappling game. He does, he puts the gi on, which I think when you train the gi, it tightens up your game, and you're that much more technical. And so I know that Benson has a great ground game. His jiu-jitsu is no joke, and he's competed in Worlds and IBJJF and all those tournaments and everything. So I'm not going to underestimate him on the ground at all, But at the same time, man, I submit black belts every single week, and my ground game feels good, and I have some submissions that are really unusual that people, it's hard to get guys to train for how I, lock up my submissions. I'm really flexible. I can, put my feet behind my head and do the splits, and so I feel like, and on all that, man, I got some submissions that are really rare that I don't think have really been put in a big promotion, caught in a big promotion. So I think it's going to be kind of hard to train for me, and on the ground. And I feel like if he wants to take it to the ground, then hey, let's do it, man. I'll submit him for sure.
Do you feel like he's the same Benson from a couple of years ago? And if you win this fight, how bad do you want to avenge your last loss?
No, I don't think he is the same Benson that he was, man. He's been through some wars, and he's getting a little older, but I think that the biggest thing is he's been through some wars. He's been knocked out, unconscious, cold, just 2 fights ago, but yeah, man, obviously I want to avenge my loss. I want to go out there and get a win, make a statement, and I tried to get a rematch with Islam. I called my manager 4 or 5 times trying to get that fight. I told the Bellator that I'd fight him in Russia. I was wanting that fight so bad, but at the same time, man, everything happens for a reason, and I'm fighting a way better opponent now, Benson Henderson, who actually brings the fight and tries to finish the fight. I don't think Benson's just going to lay on me and defend the whole time. I think he's going to try to finish the fight. So it's way better how it all worked out for sure.
How close do you see yourself getting a title chance?
Next fight, man, I'm going to go out there and smash Benson, and I think I should definitely be in line for that title fight, especially since the guys that are fighting for it are Patricki's come off 2 losses, and Queeley hasn't really fought anybody, and not only that, he's only fought him twice in the last 3.5 years. So I think that hell yeah, I should be up next for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And one last one. How do you think of Arizona? What do you think of it so far since you've been out here?
Yeah, it's great, man. I haven't really got to experience what I want to do. I can't eat really right now. I'm starving. We've been kind of quarantined. Haven't really left the hotel too much. Just the grocery store. But I've been here a couple of times. I got my black belt here. I think in 2011 from Megaton Diaz. And yeah, I love this. It's cool, man. It's sunny, nice, beautiful, and I just can't. I'm just gonna stay here for 2 days after the fight and eat as much food and see as much things as I can and drink a bunch of whiskey, man. It's gonna be fun.
What's your whiskey choice?
Man, I've always been a Jameson's guy. Back in the day, man, I'd drink a fifth of Jameson's and just have a good night, you know. So I got a fifth of Jameson's waiting for me in the hotel room, and I'm ready to party.
Yeah. Are you a pro? What about pickleback? You mess with that?
Yeah, a little bit, you know, for sure. Any whiskey, bourbon, I'm down with, man. So
Awesome.
I know I fought in Ireland, you know, the last fight, and those guys like to drink and party, and I had people buying me so many damn shots. I was dizzy, hungover for a couple of days, man. It was a fun time.